How are you? Wow. I want you to like this page and share it, like it and share it. It's been a really interesting moment for me, and I tell you, the the whole thing about adjusting to the different experiences in life is so important. Let's get this. Yeah. Yes. No. Okay. I want you to like this page and share it. We're going to be starting very shortly. Okay. And I have a message for you that will have value. I want you to take some notes. I want you to take some notes. Like this page and share it. Okay. I'm really excited to know that as you look at yourself and look at all the stuff that's going on, I want you to listen to me and what I say. Believe and know that everything in your life is going to be okay. And I say that from a place of knowing, a place of experience. And you have to know certain things. That goes beyond believing, but it's knowing in your mind, in your heart, and in your spirit that everything is going to be okay. It's a knowing, and that's when you put your total self into it, all of your energy, all of your mindset, all of your time, all of your focus. When you know something, that takes a whole different kind of something coming out of you. So I want you to like this page and share it. Also, I want to remind you on Sunday morning, I give a message from the Greatness Center at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning on my Facebook Live and all the platforms. I did one this past Sunday, and this will be my second one. And I'm going to, my kids say, Dad, why don't you just do one message a week? I say, why? Just one. I mean, when you look at all the craziness, it's on every day. Just do one a week. People, they don't have time for this. I said, okay. Oh my goodness. So I want you to like this page and share it. And we probably, I don't know, maybe they say this is the one that might be the last one that I do today, and just do it once on Sunday. You know, one of the things that I know that we will always encounter difficulties. Life is cyclic. Sometimes things are up, sometimes they're down. Sometimes things go well, sometimes they don't go so well. And my 75 years on the planet, here's what I knew when I was facing something: at some time it's going to change for the better or for the worse. It's going to change. Life is cyclic. That's the way it is. And so we have available to us a choice. Either when things are down, let it drive us crazy, or know that things are going to get better and stand in that place of power and work to accelerate things getting better. I want you to like this page and share it, because a lot of people, when they're looking at what's going on with themselves right now, they think it's a permanent situation. It's not a permanent situation. No, might appear that way. They're looking for the light at the end of the tunnel. Don't look for the light at the end of the tunnel. I tell people constantly, you are the light. And so when you start operating from a thing of knowing that life is cyclic, knowing sometimes things are up and sometimes things are down, that when you are working on a dream, working on rebuilding your life, working on overcoming something, working on rebuilding your business, work from a place of knowing, not from a place of despair, not from a place of, oh my God, we've lost everything. No. When a caterpillar runs to the end of his life, it thinks it's over. It becomes a butterfly. A transformation is taking place. There's something that Cindy Trim said, Dr. Cindy Trim, brilliant mind. She said, life is not always perfect, but it's always what you make it. Life is not always perfect, but it's always what you make it. So make it something that you want. Make your life count and decide that that's going to be the way in which you operate. Because most people are not thinking about making their lives count. They're just thinking about surviving. And they're walking, sleeping corpses. What it takes to live and what it takes to survive are two different things. So you're born with potentials of greatness. You're born with the ability to create, to innovate, to come up with ideas and inventions that can take your life in another direction. You are born with that capacity, with stories of greatness. And we have a choice to take our talents, our abilities, our skills, our innovations, our inventions to the cemetery, or as Dr. Miles Monroe would say, rob the cemetery of your stuff. Wherever you are, if you're down on your luck right now, just a temporary situation. It's not a permanent situation, just a temporary situation. I believe in angels, and there are people who will come out of nowhere to help you. Let me give you an example. I was looking for a house for my mother. And those of you who know my story, born in an abandoned building on a poor section of Miami, Florida called Liberty City with my twin brother. And years later now, go forward, years later, over 40 years later, I'm living in Columbus, Ohio. I go through something millennials don't know about, the Yellow Pages, and just at random picked out a real estate company to have someone that I can meet when I fly down to drive me around to find a home for my mother. I want you to listen to me closely. I believe in angels. Now, this is the first time I've ever became involved in purchasing a home. I had no idea of what to do, where to go, and what to look for. And so we're riding around. And let's make a long story short. So I said, Shirley, turn down right. And so my mother, who just talks to anybody, if mama asked her, what's your name, baby? She said, Shirley Bannister. Did you say Shirley Bannister? She said, yes, ma'am. Is your father's name Frank Bannister? Yes, ma'am. You know my father? Leslie? Yes, ma'am, mama. Frank Bannister, who works for Dade County, social worker. He's the man who handled the transaction so that I would be able to take you and your brother in as foster kids and ultimately adopt you. What? I'm just randomly going through the Yellow Pages? What? Coincidence is God's way of staying anonymous. There are people, when you make a commitment, commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. I made a commitment. I was going to keep my commitment to mama, that I was going to take care of her, that I was going to buy her a home. When you make a commitment, even in the tough time, and I was going through some stuff then, but I kept my commitment to my commitment. When you do that, when you honor that which is in you, when you listen to and answer the call on your life, angels will be dispatched to bring you through. Life is not always what you want it to be at that particular time. But ultimately, if you operate from a place of knowing, ultimately, if you do what you can do, God will do what you can't do. And you want to move that kind of spirit. And when you do, doors will be open that you did not see. When you do that, I'm telling you what I know. I just want you to get a feeling. there's something about the energy, the feeling of attracting good things in your life. And something else, monitoring your word. A lot of people, they disregard this. There's a reason why I'm saying this. Monitoring what you say. Thou shalt decree a thing. When you say something negative or positive, it will be established unto you. So you want to monitor the words that you speak. When I say something that's not positive, I slip, I'll say, cancel that. Oh my goodness, I don't feel well. So cancel that. Oh my goodness, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Yes, I am. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. I affirm that every day. Have no evidence to point to prove it. And I'll claim it. Call forth those things that be not as though they were. When you speak with power, feeling, and conviction, when you put energy in your words, be those words positive or negative, they're going to multiply in your life faster. So therefore, you want to be vigilant of what you're saying, especially when things are just crumbling all around you. And you're in the midst of a lot of chaos and confusion and suffering and death and sickness in a place where we have never been before. I want you to write this out. You got to be consciously conscious. Consciously conscious. You got to be aware of everything because it can cost you your life. You want to be concerned, but not consumed. You were born to win, in spite of the situation, in spite of the circumstances. You have something special. You have greatness in you. And when you've been picked out to be picked on to do some great work, you're going to have some resistance. Airplane can't fly without the resistance of an air. You're going to have some resistance. Some stuff's going to happen. Why, Les? I don't know. That's just the way it's set up. Your situation is a temporary situation, a temporary setback. 8 out of 10 millionaires have been financially bankrupt. So listen to me. Listen to me. This is a time for your spiritual growth and development. Listen to me. This is a time that you have to really inspire yourself, encourage yourself. Listen to me. And listen, I'm overcoming claustrophobia, and I had to do an MRI enclosed. Now they got them open, but during this time they didn't have open. They had the enclosed one. Okay. And then they said, well, we'll give you something, Mr. Brown, to calm down. No, I don't want to take something that's going to mess with my mind. I need to know what's going on. I said, okay. This is my first experience with the MRI. When you're overcoming claustrophobia, that's not an idea of a good time, all right? And so when they put me on the table, I said, just keep your eyes closed. You want us to play some soft music? Yes, play anything. So play some gospel or something. Play something, that calm me down. Peace be still by James Cleveland, something. So they put me on the table and then say, are you all right? Yes, I am. All right, put your hands over your chest now. All right, okay. You okay? Yes, I am. Okay, we're going to push you in real slowly. Keep your eyes closed. All right, keep your eyes closed, Mr. Brown. Okay, my eyes are closed. They push me in, and then they closed the door. That startled me. And then they turned the light off in the room. That startled me. And then they went out another door and closed that door. That startled me. So I'm thinking, This is no more surprises. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I couldn't even remember the 23rd Psalm. All I remember was the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, right? And then it said, hold your breath. I held my breath. And then, would you believe there was a sound that they didn't tell me about, a sound that they didn't prepare me for, a sound that was startling, a sound that you could not ignore. And I said, oh my God. I said, hey. I said, they keep bringing up, hey, are you all right? No, I'm not all right. No. They come busting in the room. They come in the room. They had to pull me out. I got off that table so quick. And I was so quick to get off that table, I'd already peed inside the thing. Oh my God. You know what? I was focused on the wrong thing. I was focused on the fact that I was closed in. I was focused on that. It seemed like I was in a casket. I was focused on the fear that I experienced dealing with claustrophobia. They talked to me. And my mentor, Mike Williams, I called him from there, have on a little gown on, and because I got off the table so fast, my butt was hanging out. I should have mooned him. And he said, Brownie, this is very important. Listen to me. He said, don't focus on the process. Focus on your getting better. Focus on you have to help them find out what's in your body that's trying to take you out of here so that they can locate it and take some actions to take it out before it takes you out. Focus on that. That they are going through this process to help you stay here longer. That's where you put your mind. And I said, oh, thank you, Mike. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I didn't think I could do it, but I will do that. And I did. I focus on that. I got to go through this. I got to go through something to get something. I got to go through this to get the results. I got to go through this to get the information. I got to go through this to locate that cancer, to find out where it is so we can kill it. That's what I did. And when you're going through some stuff, focus on where you are going, not where you are, because that takes your power away. Don't focus on the bad times. Don't focus on the adversities. No, you're stronger than that. Greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. I'm not making this up. Focus on what it is that you're manifesting in your life and hold that vision. And that's what I did to calm myself. That's what I did. And I had to do that in so many situations in my life. And there's so many of you now going through some stuff. Don't focus on what you're going through. Don't focus on the bills. They're not going anywhere. Focus on being debt-free. Focus on this is a temporary situation. Focus on a setup is a setback. I mean, a setback is a setup for a comeback, as Willie Jolly says. Focus on where you're going and hold that vision tenaciously. Dogged determination. See it and know it that you're getting through this. That's my story. Now I'm sticking to it. I hope this is of value to you. My kids say, you talk too long. I'm not going to talk long. I will be good. I will be good. Okay. Listen, if you have a voice, you want to learn how to tell your story, I teach, I train, I mentor speakers. And the best speakers make the fewest words go the farthest. And sometimes I violate that. But if you are ready to work with someone who gets paid to speak and like to learn how to command an audience before a computer like I do, not because I'm saying it, but other people say, you know what? You're able to get me at that computer, man, just as if you're on stage. I can teach you how to do that because attention is the new currency. I want you to put voice in the comment section. Put voice in the comment section. We're going from brick and mortar to click and order. You got a product, you're building a business, you want to attract customers to your business, put voice in the comment section. You are the storyteller of your business. That's why Steve Jobs said the storyteller is the most powerful person in the world. You want to transform people's lives. You want to be a voice of influence. You want to make an impact. Put voice in the comment section. Release your voice, your potential, your greatness in the kingdom because you got it like that. This has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's Baby Boy and Angelica's Pride and Joy. You got something special. You got greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye for now. He's so happy. Yes, he is. Why? Because he's crazy. Okay. I promise to be good. I promise. Put voice in the comments section if you like to do something that gives you joy and make a difference in people's lives, and you enjoy it too and get paid plenty money. Money, 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 money. OJs, come on, old school. Put voice in the comment section.